Hey doing YouTube, Matt with Massive Beer Reviews, back with yet another review. We got a little Dogfish Head action going on. A new beer by Dogfish Head that I've never had before, and that is their Raison D'Extra, however you want to say it. It is basically a ramped up version of their Raison D'Entre. The Raison D'Entre is a Belgian style brown ale brewed with a butt ton of raisins, and I guess this is kind of like their ramped up version, their 120-ish version of that beer. So never had it before. Super excited. It's one of Dogfish Head's Danger Caps, Danger Cap lines. Anything over, I think 15%, they put this warning yellow cap on top, which is kind of like a yield sign because you're about to get screwed up. So let's get a little screwed up. Not really, but anyway. As far as what it says in the bottle, it says Dogfish Head Raison D'Extra. Ale brewed with raisins. On the side here, government warning stuff, recycling stuff. On the side here, this bulbous brown ale was brewed with buttloads of big old raisins. Lush and enjoyable now, this ale ages with the best of them. Brewed and bottled Dogfish Head Brewery, Milton, Delaware. That's it. Yeah. To get straight into the point, especially a lot of Dogfish Head labels super cool. It's in that still vein of the old school in the 75 minutes. Got your old kind of country singer kind of on the front there, sitting there with his banjo, fiddle, guitar, whatever you want to call it. It's just cool. Their newer bottling and newer labeling on a lot of this stuff is kind of just right up my alley. Nice bottle, nice shape of the bottle. You don't really see that shape all that often. Nice kind of raised etching on the sides, and label-wise, nice matte, coolly designed label. So yeah, I'm a big fan. Like I said, never had this before. Had the Raison D'Entre a ton of times. But kind of confused this when I picked it up. I was like, why are they charging so much for this? And then I was like, oh, extra, not D'Entre. I thought they relabeled it and just tried to charge it more. Some breweries have done. But anyway, yeah, overall, pretty cool. ABV-wise, doesn't say it on the bottle. Just didn't. I looked it up. 15-18%. So it's your atypical sessionable ale. Let's see what she has to offer. Oh, still a brown ale. I expected when they ramp it up it'd just get bigger and bolder and denser, but still a brown ale in color. Nothing in there, man. Dogfish doesn't really mess around with bottle conditioning that much. Anyway, nice beige head. Not really all that creamy on top. A little disappointing in that aspect. Color-wise, it's nice color. You know, it looks like a Belgian style brown ale. You know, nice haziness to it. Not super duper clear. Not much going on in there. You can see. So yeah, looks quite nice. Just doesn't look anything extra special. Yeah. So let's see what she has on her nose though. Kind of muted. You know, really not much going on there. You can smell a little bit of regular raisin, you know, California raisin, non-yellow raisin, but not too much. A little bit of maybe brown sugar. No booze whatsoever, which is insanely scary. And that's about it. Really, on the nose, I have to say, it's kind of let me down. There's really not much going on there. I don't think it's that cold. I had it in my car because I picked it up on the way into work, and it's January in northeastern Pennsylvania, which you would think, oh, it's frozen, but it was right around 40 degrees all day, so inside my car I assume it was like 45 degrees. It sat on my shelf for about an hour, so it's probably close to 50, which is where it should be. It doesn't feel that cold. So yeah, nose-wise, nice, inviting, but you expect something with that high ABV to kind of be bigger and bolder and badder. This isn't there, which could be two things. One, it's going to sneak attack me, or two, it's going to be the most dangerous beer in the history of mankind, being that it's 15-18% and there's not much going on in it. So let's find out. Cheers. Well, the booze is there in the mouth, I'll tell you that much. It's a bit hot. Let's put it that way. Definitely tell there's booze going on there. You can definitely taste the dark raisin influence, but it's not as big and bold as I thought it would be. Same thing on the nose. You're getting a nice sweetness there. Not like a malt sweetness, more like a candied sugar sweetness, like a brown sugar caramel sweetness. And then that's about it. Decent mouthfeel. Big heat. Nice raisins. But nothing over the top that you expect with something this high ABV. And yeah. And a nice candied sweetness to it. And that's about it. Really, for me, it's kind of a letdown. It's still a good beer. I like it. I'm probably going to grade it a nice score. But I expected, you know, loving the Worldwide Stout and loving me a 120, especially an aged one. And recently, having their old school, their barley wine, I'm kind of loving the crap out of that one. I expected that ball to keep rolling. And this tastes like a super ageable, super prime candidate for cellaring beer, but straight out the chute, just a little bit left to be desired there, you know. So kind of not singular, it's just very basic in flavor, and that's just me. Yeah, decent mouthfeel, booze, raisins, candied sugar. Done. That's about it. But like I said, tastes like it's gonna age like a machine. Absolutely fantastic. Rating wise, I would give it I gotta give it an 85. I have to. It's not that bad of a beer. I almost talk about it in a negative sense. It's not a bad beer. It's just expected more because of preconceived notion, which I shouldn't do. I should judge it on whatever, but with the ABV and everything, I expect it to be a bit bigger and bolder. So, but I gotta give it an 85 just because, one, it's nice beer, and two, I think it's gonna age like freaking fantastic. Availability and value just came out, so that's kind of a weird one. Value, it's $10 a bottle in my area in northeastern Pennsylvania. It's kind of pushing it for this. So, I mean, value scale, I'll give it like a 3. Availability, I've been able to find it at a local grocery store. I'm sure it's limited release. I'm sure it's not going to be all around all that long. But based off of, you know, knowing that it's limited release and the fact that I can get it, I'll give it like a 7 on availability scale. But yeah. Not a bad beer. Just expected a little bit more from it. That's all. Pretty basic. Pretty singular in what it delivers taste wise and nose wise. It's not overly complex of a beer. But I'd absolutely get a couple of them, throw them in the basement, sit them for a few years, and probably age. Absolutely amazing because I can taste those flavors that want to come out with age. They're just not there yet. But yeah, there you go. Raison D'Extra. If you want like Raison D'Entre and you want something a bit more ramped up, if you like your high ABV beers that are a little bit hot under the collar and ready to light you up, might be something you'd be interested in. Or if you're into aging beers, definitely worth picking one up and see how it changes. So yeah, there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did or you didn't, please let us know. If you like to check us out anywhere else on the internet, Facebook, Twitter, Untapped, and Instagram at Massive Beers in all 3 of those places. Way more active on Instagram and active on Untapped, so if you can check us out anywhere, check us out there. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a beautiful beer like this one. And well, beautiful is a stretch of the word, but it's going to be beautiful in a few years. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.